Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Oh my god. I've never played an Ace Attorney game. But we're just playing Ace Attorney. But we have Trials and Tribulation. We have Justice for All. But we're gonna be doing just a regular Ace Attorney right now. So let's go and see how we do. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Let's go. Okay, so I've never played a Phoenix Wright game. I've played maybe a little bit of one, but never played it all the way through. So let's see how this works. Oh, she's dead. She's definitely fucking dead. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Objection. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hello. Oh, hiya, Chief. How you doing? Damn, your tits are enormous. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. There's a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over! Hmm? Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! Like he's sawing Scoob! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Like, dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence, I'm ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over, man. I'm like, finished! Finished, I say! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guilty was arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butz. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know that better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Lawyer, yeah. This game is not actual lawyer. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first case trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge, and for the science sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking. Eyesight's fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consciously. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butz. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about it and you'll do fine. Next question. This is the murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I've read the case report covered so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here! Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Oh, fuck. We're good at our jobs, I swear! Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's check it. Cindy. Cindy Stone. That's her. That's the... This is right. Who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what is the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct.
You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright.
Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor?
As Mr. Wright just saw, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into the evidence.
Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is one of the only ammunitions you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Bang.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Hi, Larry. How you doing? Ahem. Mr. Butz, is it not true that your victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! Wait, hold on. Hey, watch it, buddy! Larry smells. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, man. She just, wasn't taking my phone or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyways, man? Before I go ultra instinct on you, man. Mr. Butz, what do you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them, man? Lies. All of it lies. I can't believe a word of it. Your Honor, this is the victim passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appeared to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! Like zoinks! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Like, dude! We can clearly see what kind of a woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Stop him for a second. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant, man? That's not cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die, I just want to drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her after, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motivation is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Like zoinks! Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What did I do? I have an answer, honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butz.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Oh my god. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Well, Supervisor, who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwett to the stand. Oh my god, this man. I don't like it. Mr. Schwett, you smell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Schwett, you may proceed with your testimony.
Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw the man fleeing the apartment. I thought it must have been a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone was in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found the public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that!
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone of the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during blackouts?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Miss Schwant was using was one of them. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your portrayal. Blackout record. That's probably going to be useful. Now,
Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Are you supposed to lie in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness might have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in your evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There was bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradictory evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay? Open the court record with tab and then point out the contradictions. Alright, let's see what we can find. Witness count. I was going door to door selling newspapers when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Let's see. Trinity Bay. Shh. City's also cause of death, lost. It said 4 to 5 p.m. Wait a minute. He couldn't have done it at 1 p.m. because the time of death was 4 to 5. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Disqualified if I found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Remember the time, it was exactly 1 p.m. That's where it is. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit. Why are we so certain he found the body at 1 p.m.? Geez, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradiction. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but there was a 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. Impossible! She couldn't have been watching TV because it was a blackout! I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you mean cross-examination of the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I've already got it. I got you, bitch! You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. So I'm just gonna present the blackout report. Get the bitch! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. I don't know why I have to keep giving him that voice. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. Defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear the accurate testimony from the very beginning. These consequences are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock to find the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright, come on. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess it would explain it. The defense made cross-examination of the witness. Gladly. It's not a clock, it's a statue. Yeah, it's a... Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. I saw it there, okay? There was a clock!
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is the switch. You just gotta tilt it and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see, so the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness' testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. There's a gaping hole in the witness' testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Get fucked! Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke when you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What is the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look! The clock, I heard, no, I saw, Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There is a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor? You claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through it. Your Honor, the sound Mr. heard was definitely this clock. In fact, it was clear if you simply... Try sounding the clock? No. Examine the clock's batteries. Ask the neighbors. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen carefully. I think it's 8:25. It's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What'd you conclude, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. For slightly discrepancy between what Mr. Shaw turned and the actual time of death.
So, Mr. Saw It?
Oh wait, that's the next.
So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Shawett. I come all the way down here to test it, and look what happens! You treat me like some criminal! A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime! Grr, I almost had him!
Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. No one can prove that. Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting on the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of the reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? She was in France! Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere in the case you can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support the claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court's record that can prove my claim beyond doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see if you can pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Woo! The victim had just returned home from abroad that day before the murder. And we all know the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard was when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Miss Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? And he's out. Order, I say. Winner, chicken. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and he has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen somebody complete a defense so quickly. And I find it the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. But this court finds defendant Mr. Larry Butz. Woo!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Hey, boyos, we won! It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Salt let himself in to do his dirty work. When he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Salt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe that we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial and it's such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's kinda hot. If this is glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over, man. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But, like, man, Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz is... Thanks. I really owe you one, man. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner. Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made that? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Man. Can you believe it, man? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for fun. Nothing make you want to cry, man. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite about you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? You have something to show your friend. Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't some jump to her. What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she just probably needed the clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it what you will. Like Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, man. Thanks. Like zoinks! Hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think we're shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Well, drink a toast to the innocent Butz. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were going to say part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. Maybe over drinks. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, Keldon, what's up, dude? It's good to see ya. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Oh, that worries me. That fucking worries me. That worries me. Don't let my waifu die.